Welcome to the Bob and Tam Show today. We're getting all ready to give you something really exciting to talk about today. We're going to be talking about luggage. If you've got a bike that's got a tour pack on the back of it, we're going to show you the number one. After 25 years of us riding bikes, we finally figured out, it's about time, that we figured out the best bag we have. So we're going to show you the bags that we've had, and then we're going to show you the bag you just got to have.
Don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, think about Patreon.
So here's the very first bag we ever bought. You know what's so special about this bag? It was small. We thought this would work great for us. Well, it didn't last very long. It came with its own straps that you could put on the bike, but it still was loose. So what ends up happening? You got to go out now and buy something else to hold this bag on there. So you got to get some kind of other bungee cords to strap across the bike, all kinds of issues with that. There's other problems with this too. You always got to worry about, is it going to fall off? You got to worry about if somebody's going to steal it if you stop and get gas, or if we're in a restaurant eating, got to make sure you park the bike or take the darn thing off all the time. So,
or if it rains, is all the stuff inside going to get wet?
Yeah, because this one did not come with a rain suit. So that kind of sucks. So let me show you a couple more that we have. That first bag we showed you, that thing was probably about 75, 80 bucks we paid for that one. And it's been a while. We've had that one for a long, long time. So, then we came out with this one here. It's actually called a rally pack. We thought this one would work a little bit better. They had some Velcro straps that you could wrap around the luggage rack to hold it down. Had some hooks to where we could hook up the, the bungee cords to make sure it doesn't fly off. So we turned it like this. And we'll show you how we loaded this thing up and how we strapped it down. So you can see we have to put those Velcro straps. They're a little tight trying to get them down underneath there at the bottom. You got to put on the first bungee cord. And you got to strap these around here to where you make sure, the wind's going to move this thing around. And it's going to slide, so you got to make sure you kind of find some way of finagling it to where it's not going to fly off on you. Then we also put another strap on the front. We hold this handle on there. And, you never know.
He's paranoid.
So we come up with all different kinds of ways to try to secure the bag on there. So we got, she calls it the
spider web,
luggage carrier rack, whatever. We've got them for our truck too. So you kind of put those on there somehow to kind of give it a, a little bit more secure going down the road. So here we are. This bag was probably about 150 to 175 bucks we paid for this one. You got to pay another $25 for I think it was about 25 bucks for these netting if you buy it from Harley Davidson. A couple more bungee cords, to strap this on here. It's pretty sturdy on there. This one didn't do too bad until we decided we needed to carry a few more things with us.
Our trips were getting longer and longer.
Yeah. So, we're also going to show you later on. Tam's going to show you how to pack your bike. If you're going on a long trip, we'll show you how to two up. We managed to get through this and went to Sturgis many times on the bike at two up. And
for about 10 days.
Yep. And was able to get through without washing our clothes till the end of the trip. So did pretty good. So let's go show you the next bag that I bought. We've actually bought two more bags in between this one. Then we bought this big old monster thing. Well, at one time Tam had to fly back, so I decided I wanted to try to get a bag, which we bought all those t-shirts, you buy all that junk that you shouldn't buy, we got to bring it back. So this bag here actually fits on the seat, and it's kind of made for a bike that isn't a touring bike, that just has a sissy bar on the back. It's got a nice Velcro setup on it here. You can wrap this around it, gives it a pretty good hold. What I ended up doing was strapping it on, so I actually had a little bit of a backrest. I don't like the backrest that comes with the touring bike. It kind of hurts my back. It's too, I don't know, it just doesn't fit right for me. So that's kind of what we did with this one. We also used this one on the back of here too. Same thing, we had a bungee cord it down, strap it all down, all the things. The one thing I always worry about is somebody stealing this stupid thing. It is a pain to get it on, but hey, somebody come there with a knife and cut all the straps and you're gone, you've lost whatever you've got in there. Normally we put clothes and stuff. This one came with a rain suit, so it did help. These rain suits aren't real good. And if you ever rode in the rain and you used any of the rain suits, they don't work as good as, it's better than nothing, but it's not going to keep you 100% dry. So we normally put clothes and things like that in it. On the side pockets and stuff, we'll throw in our phones and things like that while we're riding. So let's go see. We have one more bag I want to show you that we bought before I bought the best bag you could ever buy. So here's the last bag we bought before we bought the best bag in the world. I thought this one was going to be the best one we could have. It doesn't come with a lot of straps to hook it on. It's got one that goes around the front here, Not the strongest thing in the world. Doesn't really have any straps on the bottom to hold it down. So once again, I'm back to putting the netting on it, putting a bunch of bungee cords on it. You know, we're back to strapping this thing all down like we did before. I even went out this time and bought some more new straps. We were at a bike show and they're like, you know, hey, these things might work really good. So what they are is they're things that you can loop around, or you can hook it on and it makes it tie, and you've got a way to, it's got other hooks on it. So you can bring it around and hook it on the things and give you a little bit better time. Never used them. Once again, some more money I spent that we didn't use. Had a great idea, but you know, when you start thinking about it, you got loops here. What are you gonna loop this through? You know, so you gotta have some kind of hooks or something like that, or you're gonna use a bungee cord to hook it to that, or who knows what you're gonna do. But I mean, that's the problem when you start doing all this luggage and you start traveling all over the place. You gotta figure out, how am I gonna do something to make it to where, you know, the bag don't fall off. You know, that's one more problem about worrying about having a bag that's not secure on your bike. So let's go show you the perfect bag. So we're back. Here's the bag. You know, I can't believe out of all these years that we've been riding, we couldn't find something similar to this setup. What is this? This is actually a rickrack bag. You know what's so special about this? It's already on. There's no straps. There's nothing to hook onto the bike. It's theft proof. You know, pretty much theft proof. You might say, how is it theft proof? Can't say the word. It's theft proof. So why is it that way? Because it comes with a lock. And this lock, you take it, slip it around, hooks around on the rack, you lock it, and it's done. It's on there. That's one of the things I really like about this bag more than anything else. And we did test it. We went all the way down into Mexico. If you guys been watching that, went down the Rocky Point. What's the town actually called?
Puerto Penasco.
There you go. We went there, we took this down there, traveled, you know, and if you've ever gone down to Mexico like that, we were doing between 85 and 90 miles an hour on the road to getting in there, about 50 miles worth of that. And the bag never moved, it never came loose. You know, I checked it the first time, never did anything else other than that. So let me show you how this thing hooks up on here. So it comes out really easy. So first, if you got the lock on it, you know, if you're not gonna leave the bike unattended, you really don't have to put the lock. But I mean, the lock is just one more device to have on the bag, just to make sure it doesn't come loose. If these thumb screws came loose, you know, the bag could fly off. So these just have some thumb screws that you just loosen. Get the lock down. It just lifts up. And if you look here at the bottom, it's got these little hooks with the little rubbers on them. That's what sits in on your luggage rack. Goes straight down, and then you just snug these up. And also what's nice about it is it does come with a rain suit. It's got an extension on it if you want to extend it. It's even got a lock on it. You know, it's not a high-tech lock, but I mean, it's better than nothing. Keeps the honest people out, right? And open it up, it's pretty nice inside. So that's what makes this bag so special. You know, I think the price is, we'll flash it down here, I think it's $3.99 if I'm not mistaken. We'll put the right price down below here. Now they've got a brand new bag that just came out. We bought this right before they came out with the new model, which I'm okay with this. I'm probably not gonna go to the newer model, which it is one that actually has wheels and a handle on it. You know, so most of the time we're not, you know, if we've got the bag on our bike, when we normally go on a trip and we're taking the bike, we use the luggage that's inside the tour pack. And so we're already carrying bags in and out anyway. So having one on the wheels isn't that big of importance to us. Maybe to you. You can also buy this bracket and put it on another bag. Like the last bag we showed you, probably could have got away with putting it in there. But you're gonna have to put some kind of support in there so it just doesn't blow off. So you buy it like this, it's already set and it's already been tested, it's good to go. And we've been really happy with this bag. We're gonna be using this from now on in. So if you're looking for some good used bags, let us know.
Got a few for you.
We'll be happy to sell them. We'll bring them to Sturgis or any of the events and give you a pretty good deal on them. And at least 50% or more off. And so if you'd like to have a bag like those, and because we have no need now with this one, we were able to go down to Mexico. We were only down there what, 4 days, 5 days?
4 days. We had plenty of room.
We were able to put all of our clothes in here because now we're doing the YouTube. So we rode the motorcycle across into Mexico. So I was able to put my computer and all that stuff inside the back of the bike into the tour pack, and then on the sides, we also carry water, we carry stuff to drink, things like that on our trip to make sure we're, because a lot of people talk about luggage, and we'll talk about that later about how to pack a bike. You got to think about, everybody shows you how much stuff you can pack into a bike, but you also got to think about things that, like us, we bring, a couple bottles of water for her. I have tea in a jug that's got to go in the side compartments. So, things like that, things you got to put in the back. We also got tools. We'll show you what kind of tools we carry and stuff like that. So here's our number one pick for a luggage bag. It's through Rick Rack. We'll put their link down at the bottom if you guys want to go there, or just go to rickrack.com. He's got, as of yesterday, he had all the bags in stock. So if you want to get something before Christmas, hey, maybe you can get a priority rush on it, and he can send it to you if you're in the United States. And that's about all we can say.
Yep, it's a great bag. We love it, and it's well worth the money.
Yep. So we're going to go ahead and leave you right here talking about luggage.
So thanks for coming along, Dave. Hope you got some information out of this luggage video. I couldn't think what to call it. Subscribe to our channels if you haven't already. Share us with your family and friends. Think about Patreon. Give us a big thumbs up. Ring that bell for notifications. And we'll see you on the next video.
And we want to thank the Pating
Nation
for hanging around all the way to the end of the video. See you in a few days.
Bye.